first things first. First thing, good morning, good morning, good morning. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. We're up early in the morning because we are painting two screens today. We're painting the 100-inch, giving that a final coating again because I forgot to do the batch number yesterday. So we're going to do that screen a second coating again. So it's going to get another coating to that surface. All right, where's my stand? That stands in here. I was in there with the ultra short throw last night. Short throw. I'm beat. I'm tired. I need to get all this done because my phone is going to be ringing today because I have something that has to be done. That's the frog tape. We need to toss that in the trash. I'll get that later on. So customer's 150-inch screen that came in today. That also involves the contract. Because I said before that people are not going to sign a contract with you unless you can basically, they can test your products first. All right, let's get this over here like so. And that's a great way to scrape my projector. I'm gonna put you guys over here for a minute. As you can see, my sofa, the stuffed animals are in the kitchen now. Well, I'm happy because all is going well. In other words, but I can't always. I need to get literally you have to go right upstairs too. You have to get a fire stick for downstairs for the test and for the batch number test. Stop it, it's me. That would be me. Get the fire stick. Good. Let's see. I'm gonna read through the work today. Here. Read through the work today. All right. Oh, lights are in there. All right, we got everything, fire stick, the whole 9 yards. We're down. We get the screen on us. Take the screen with us without carry gold. Now, screens we do. If we do like 4 or 5 screens, they all will bear the same batch number, but usually we'll do like a screen a day. I like to keep them separated. I want to make sure my shop is clean and ready. Must I snag everything with this thing? All right. Powered by God's technology. All right. This is for the 39. That's the 30, sorry, 30. Yeah, 39, 39, 39. I'll tell you one thing, man, if this works out the way I want, I was looking at some blueprints for storefronts. All I have to do is put in a bunch of multiple projectors. As I said before, we do our own invisible glass for advertising. We can advertise our mesh technology and our black screens. Oh, this is going to be fantastic because, again, I will have the option to be able to advertise on these stores. And if the customer wants to order, they can go right directly to the website right there, because the store is not going to be for basically having inventory and all that stuff. It's not going to be none of that. It's all going to be designed for just show. That's it, to advertise the technology. They can go right directly to the website. I'm probably going to have a new website rebuilt too. I'm going to get a more professional website design. But that's where they'll go to the website and place their orders from there. We'll have a section for companies and we'll have a section for customers. And we'll do some projector packages because then, having that license will allow us to be able to go out and get projectors for a more cheaper price. And since we use older projectors, we make them look incredible. We don't have to spend a ton of money doing it. So that's going to be fantastic. Of course, I will not be at this residence anymore. I am looking to get warehouse space and office space combined together. And then that way I can have a big enough area for me to process the screen paints and whatever has to be done on that end. This is going to be fantastic. This will give us a fantastic opportunity for bigger contracts. All right, let me see. So we have the product here for 115 screen. We're just gonna knock both of those out. This one's already done, but we need the batch number. I forgot to do the batch number yesterday. Even though we did the full test on the screen with no problem, I still need to have a batch number next to it. So we have to do a batch number demonstration. Let me get something to pop this open. Formula. Let me get the container, put this in. So, as of now, of what I've seen from the blueprints and from the commercial realtor of what we're going to be looking for next year to get ready, let me make this quite frankly clear to you. After what I just saw, what we can do for my portfolio of exactly how much money I'm going to have to be able to do this. As for you guys, you naysayers, we don't care. We literally don't care. I got bigger things to do right now. We've already bought your products. You canceled out. There's nothing else. There's nothing else to do. Nothing else to talk about. We're done. I got bigger plans set up. Much bigger plans. I plan to have a chain of these stores running around. I plan to have one in Beverly Hills. So for what I see from my portfolio, I can do a great deal. And I will not be here. I'm looking at getting maybe 20 acres. My house is going to be 4,000 square feet. It's going to be quite large. So, and everything's going to be done privately. Yeah, I have new plans now. I have going to design. I have someone coming in to help us out to do curved screens and projector packages and everything. I need to take this technology offline, completely offline. We're beating certified screens. We're doing something no one else is doing. We're going to have an online store. My website's going to be redone. As a matter of fact, I might drop that website and bring in a professional web designer to design us a whole new website right from the door, so we can match the storefronts and stuff like that. So yeah, I got bigger plans, much bigger plans. Now, are prices going to change? Are things going to jump? Are things going to get far more expensive? No, they're going to stay the same, as they always have. That's what they want to do, stay the same. The whole purpose of us and being in competition with and again, as for you, people make these great products, we don't consider you to be competition. When I come offline for my chain of stores and what I'm going to be doing, it has nothing to do with your great products at all. We're actually going to be only doing certifies only. So that's where the money's at. You can't even back up yourself at the end of the day. So why would I waste any more time with you? So as of today, we're done. You can talk about all you want. We got bigger things, bigger plans set up. I got a 67 technology to start working on, to start engineering. And I do want a motorized projection screen with my company's name on it. This little game back and forth, I'm done with it. I'm going to hire these attorneys and let them do what they have to do. And that's the end of it. I got things to do. And then after that, I got to work on getting myself a legal team. And not for you little guys at the end of the day, for the big dogs. Because we're definitely going to ruffle some feathers. All right, so now with that being said, and that out of the way, let's go move on to getting this one. We're going to paint it again because I have to have a batch number attached to it for the retest all over again. And we got 150 on the floor. Oh, by the way, this big 150 inch belongs to a contract. I told you before, anyone's going to sign their name to your product, they got to test it first. So we're sending them out this and the gamer paint. That's what they requested. Which I think we have 48 ounces of this stuff right here somewhere. Yeah, here it is right here. This is for them. This for them? Yeah, let's mark it. Send it over because that's what they requested, the gamer paint also too. They want to try that out. All right. Let me see. And I got to send them a draft of the contract today over so they can have a look. Let's get outside. Get the 150 up. And get the other one up. Do I have string? I should have plenty of string. Get string all day long. I should have plenty of it. I always got string. All right, let's go outside. Let's get things strung up. Get them done. Get this finished. Oh. YouTube videos are going to change too. Yeah, I'm bringing all professional people in. Everything. It's going to be done professional. Graphic designers, all that stuff, everything. I even have a few people in mind have contacted me about basically had their own video crew about when things change, can I give them a call? And I will be giving you a call because I did promise you a job. Which we're going to need employees. I'm not running this thing by myself. It's good, it's good, it's good. I love when the weather's like this. The weather can stay like this forever. This is perfect air conditioner weather. It's nice. Okay. Let's put your guys over here. And I gotta go strain things up and get them ready for the big 150 inch. what I was talking about by y'all don't know business. You don't know how to conduct business. You're talking about traveling and doing this, that, and the other. No, I stay put and master my craft. I go out, I issue my contracts, I make business ties, business connections, I build my portfolio. That's what I've been doing. And now, with my portfolio, once it hits, I can go to Dubai, 7-star hotel, limousine, the whole 9 yards, everything. Because patience, waiting, crafting, self-gratification gets you nowhere. I've been in business for a long time, and I know how to basically do it. And you're worrying about showing off plates of food and no, no. That's not how you do it, buddy. All those tests that we do, tons and tons and tons and tons of tests, backing the product up on every level. I can display those screens in a fully lit environment on projectors that cost next to nothing. And we can beat the best of the best. So, yeah. That's what Mr. Bird's been working on. And I have a whole list of technology that you guys have never even seen before that we've been working on. Oh, I could have retired and just basically just go travel somewhere. But now I like doing this, so I couldn't imagine getting up in the morning and not doing it. You got the scissors out here? Never had scissors out here. No, we don't. A little note to your naysayers may be thinking, well, Mr. Bird's gonna get a couple of stores. Maybe I want to drop down there and cause some chaos. This is why I'm paying for a legal team. A very, very expensive legal team. Which means if you lose, and you will pay my attorney's fees. And they're not going to be cheap. They're going to be extremely expensive. So it's going to be pretty bad for you. I love watching people turn pale in court when they get that but. They just can't seem to come up with the proper information in court. They just crumble. I'm not going to send you out any letters of cease and desist orders, none of that. We're going to come straight to your front door and serve you right there. I don't care if it's got to be at your job. I don't care where it's going to be at. And I will hire the people to be able to track and figure out exactly where you lay your head so we can come down and serve you. I'm not going to play with y'all. It's going to get brutal for you. And we're going to record it so we can show an example what happens to people who mess with our company. Yeah, I said we, because there's it's going to be a lot of us attached to that company. So yeah, I'll take your stuff from you. I got no problem with that. Stuff, they go to jail time out of it too. I don't know. Some people ain't got common sense at the end of the day. Ain't going with it. Ain't going with it. I'm even actually going to plan to get probably about a couple of chains over in California. Yep, right dead in California. Yeah. Right in California. I'm not a big fan of Coca-Cola. I quite frankly just don't like their soda at all, period. I prefer Mountain Dew or ginger ale. Doesn't mean I'm going to go down to their company and try to wreak havoc because I don't like their product. Because at the end of the day, that I have common sense, because these jerkers got attorneys at the end of the day, and they will drag me into court and clean my clock. So again, common sense. But again, try it, see what happens. Ooh, this is nice. I like the setup we have here for the 150-inch screen. It's really easy to paint in. Real nice. I don't think we're going to have any problems. We got people afraid to put their addresses in just to get free paint, so that's not going to be a problem. Why couldn't our day be like this? The sun's going to come up. It's going to be like being inside of a sauna. Look at the birds coming in. They're all flying on my porch because that's where I feed them at. So the birds moving back and forth. It's time to feed my birds too. I gotta order some more food for them. Wish I could take those birds with me. I should just buy this house, convert it into a bird sanctuary for birds. Just nothing but birds. And just bring somebody in here who loves wildlife. They can have rent free. Just have to take care of the birds within the contract. I gotta find a really person who really loves birds at the end of the day. Treats them like their own kids. There's just so much stuff to think about. So much stuff to think about. All right, let's get this done because it looks like it is going to rain. portfolio. Straight out. Nice. So we got this screen right here, 150 inch, and then we want to do a recoat on this one for the batch number. That won't take long because that's already recoated, but we need it for the batch number. Alright, then I'm hearing rain. Let's get this done. So these will be finished. And I forgot to turn that off. Now, that screen was painted yesterday, so I put a 2 application on that because I need that because I forgot to put the batch shimmer in yesterday. So we're doing the paint over again. Put the batch shimmer in. And knock this one out. This needs, it's just already done, but I always like to put a little extra on my screens, always. Oh, we had enough paint left over to knock out 2 more, another 150 inch and another 100 inch, no problem. Okay. Now the reason why I lift it up a little bit, because there's a bar right there. I don't want a bar imprint into the screen, so I lift it up when I coat on this side. A friend was asking me, okay, so when you get, mind you, when we do these storefronts, I'll start off with one. We'll start off with one of them, give it a test run, see how it runs. And it's going to do well. Like I said, we got people that look at our stuff. They want contracts with us. So getting a store, having people come and actually see the product, where they can come down and see it, especially if I get one in all 50 states, that'd be nice. But we'll see what the Lord does, what He's going to have planned for us. But to have that screen, those screens on display for customers to see, we're going to have a customer specialized website, real nice and all. And I already got the machinery picked out. I did this research a long time ago. If we ever, let me get a charger in here. If we ever get to a point where we have to put out tons and tons of paint, they have machines that you can buy or lease, whatever you want to do. And these machines will basically mix the paint for us. And I'm not talking about 5-gallon containers. We're talking about big boy containers, big boy containers. And they'll take that, dispense it into into gallons, into quarts, into 5 gallons and 10-gallon containers. And the machine will take it and seal the tops on it. There's another machine that'll put the labels on it, barcodes, all that stuff. That'll be from the graphic designer, because they'll be the ones designing all that stuff. As for the screen applications, they have to be sprayed on. So I want to do wallpaper screens. So I told you about what I want to do is wallpaper screens, the way we have them here, the fiberglass can be made out of recyclable materials. Number one, fantastic for the environment. And number two, very affordable because our technology can be code it on anything, and that can convert into a screen. Unlike the certified screens, they have to use that reflective surface, and that surface is extremely expensive. But we can turn anything we want into a screen because we have that technology to use. So I like the wallpaper because, again, wallpaper is easy to ship. It's extremely lightweight. Customer has no assembling to do at the end of the day. All he has to do is to stick it to his wall, and he's done. That's it. He or she is done. That's basically about it. So we want to get those in 100 inch, 120, 130, and 150. And then I'm going to do a couple of 235.1s because I want one for myself personally. Get my cord for my charger. So we also want to have a program. Now the program I want to do is people can take their recycled materials, plastic materials, and they can basically we can have a department where you can drop off your recycled materials and get paid a little bit more money than what the recycling plants are giving you at the end of the day. We would give you a little bit more money than what they were giving to you. And then we can take those products and take it down to a facility where they can melt it down for us and turn it into those sheets that we're going to need to make our screens. So this way we'd have an endless flow of resources, and people who go out and hustle and do this, they can get a little more money in their pocket by doing business with us instead. Because those companies, again, they could pay them more. They could pay them a lot more. They just choose not to. It's all about, for them, is companies, is greed. All about greed. These are people that go out and I've watched documentaries on people who collect cans and stuff like that. People work hard. Why should they not be paid for their time? So I'm going to steal some of their customers away from them. And that way all our screens will be recyclable, good for the planet. And we can take those materials, have a plant go in and basically melt and process to make our sheets, have them brought in here. Now, I have two options I can go with this. We could bring people in to paint the screens, licensed, bonded painters to do it. Or I can bring a machine to do it. A machine would be able to coat the screens every single time with accuracy, but a human can do the same thing too at the end of the day. A skillful painter can do the exact same thing. I prefer to bring in people at the end of the day because, again, too many machines take the jobs of people every day, so I'm not going to be a part of that. So we can bring people in to do that. And yes, keep in mind, to run a business today, everything has to be COVID. COVID has to be. I have a friend right now, I got a few people that are actually opening up new businesses that our technology will be involved in, and they have to go through this whole procedure with COVID. Literally, it's a whole lot of stuff you got to go through, but no. I would rather put coin in the pocket of a human being than basically for a machine. Now, unfortunately, the machine that does all the dispensing and all that stuff, we need a machine for that because that machine has to be to pump out tons of paint. They have to be wrapped in containers, but we're still going to need a shipping crew. So when the containers come off, they can be dropped onto a pallet, they can be wrapped up, and they can be put onto a truck and shipped out. But we're not doing with stores at the end of the day. I don't want to deal with stores. I want something where we have our own stores or contract with other people, and how they do it, that's their business. If they're going to put it in stores, it's up to them. But on our end, how we want to do it is we want to have these stores that are going to be showcase stores for people to just come in and look at the technology, and if they see something they like, they can always go to a kiosk unit and they can type in what they want, the serial number of that product that's on display. It'll go straight to the warehouse, and the warehouse can process it from there and ship it right to their address, just like that. That's why we need the corporate license, because we get a huge, massive break with the corporate license. So this is the kind of stuff that Mr. Bird thinks about when I'm not on here. I'm online researching on how to do this. And with the business contacts that I have, people I've met through time, I can go to them and say, hey, look, how does this work here? How does that work here? What are the requirements here? What are restrictions over there? I can get all that information. All right, so I'm charging the phone up for that. Now, last thing I want for my company, I do not want a board of directors. That's the worst thing you can have. Board of directors, yes, will make good decisions. Sometimes they make good decisions, they make bad decisions, I don't know. But I don't like board of directors because this is a group of people that can either vote you out of your own company or tell you what you can do and what you can't do with your own money. No, it'll never happen. Stock? No. No, 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 no. Stock can make you rich overnight, but also make you poor overnight too. Nope, don't want that either. I've had people I've talked to like, we should get in the stock and you should get this and that. No, we don't want that. Mm-mm. No. No, 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 no. I'm good. Now, the beautiful thing about it is I'll be able to donate a ton of money to charity, which I want to do. A lot of money to charity. Yeah, so many people out there that don't have enough to eat at the end of the day. And we waste a lot of food. We do. We waste so much food. You know, and a couple of restaurants that I used to work at, they would give out free food from time to time. They would give out free food. But then you always got one person that's got to spoil it for everybody else and file a lawsuit for food poisoning, and they can't give out food anymore. That's what happens. A lot of people ask, how come restaurants, they throw out all that food, how come they don't give it away? Well, that's one of the risks you run into. Somebody getting greedy and claiming they got sick over some food that may have been a day expired or whatever it may be. Probably about a day expired, you know what I mean? Or sometimes they'll have to make fresh food that night and they'll throw that food out. And you'd be surprised, people will sit there and file a lawsuit and ruin it for everybody. And now everybody gets nothing because of that one individual. So anytime you sit there and say, how come they don't? That's why. Because you always got that one individual that's doing too much at the end of the day. Doing it for everybody else. Big jerk. Yeah, one person that chooses to be a jerk ruins it for everybody else. But I read two interesting stories that changed my life about why I wanted to basically donate money to help people need to eat. One was about a man who walked from Philadelphia all the way across the New Jersey Bridge to go to a place where he can get food for his family. And the other one I saw, which broke my heart, was these kids out in the third world country starving to death. Nothing to eat. Tourists came up and gave them food, almost fought over it. That's pathetic. That's sad. It's just sad. And I'll tell you about the one time, a group of friends were going to beat the crap out of a businessman. We're walking over a homeless man. That triggered me in the worst way right there. Man walks over another man. Expensive suit, probably a Rolex, expensive Italian shoe that we had on. And that man sat there and laid on the sidewalk with his cup. You couldn't reach in your pocket and pull out $1, put it in his cup? You gonna walk over another man? Yeah. He's gonna beat the crap out of him. We confronted him, we told him about it. With the fear of God in him. Don't do that. Makes you better than another person. You can walk over another man. So, I'm going to be donating a lot of my money to help other people out. All right, we'll get the screen in here, get that done. Get them dried and get them finished. Man, I gotta configure my buttons for that game called Giant. That game is so freaking good. You have to go around like a giant, destroy stuff. It's just so freaking cool. And I got to configure the buttons for it. People who walk past homeless people all the time asking for money. My mom used to always have this saying, be careful how you treat people, because you never know when you're entertaining angels. When I used to go out with my ex, we used to go out to eat, it takes $100 with me. So I can basically give out money when I see people who need it. Because I'm not worried about it. God always blesses me for what I need. If I give my last, I'm always blessed. I think no one should go hungry. It's a horrible thing for a person to go through, is not have food. And then the worst thing about it is just watch. When you have someone who's hungry, he's walking around, he's watching other people eat. And they're paying him no mind. But that's the interesting about COVID. COVID brought everybody down to size. It did. Even the rich people felt it. Make you wake up and see. Fortunately, it's sad that it's happening, but it makes people wake up and see. Okay? You could be sitting up there in your comfortable area and that fast, you could lose everything that quick. You could be gone that quick. You could have nothing. So I think this Christmas, I'm going to do like about, I'm going to try to do like $1,000. What I want to do for Thanksgiving, I want to do $1,000 in turkeys, free turkeys. And then I want to do, I want to go to the soup kitchen so badly. This whole, I got to get over this whole lung thing. I know we got these different viruses all out there, but I want to do more than that. I want to go out and go to the soup kitchen and stuff like that. Because pretty much at Christmas time, I'm just home. I could be doing something else. I definitely could be doing something else. Okay, let's get a projector in here because you got to watch something. I'm waiting for my screen to dry. And usually I'm down here watching something. What do we got fired up here? Funny when I'm down here working, two things: the screenplays, cartoons, and Frank Sinatra. That's it. That's all I like to watch. It's my cartoons and some Frank Sinatra. All right, you got your plug in? Are you plugged in? Thank you, plugged in. I think I'm going to go on eBay today. I'm trying to get me a projector. I was on eBay trying to get a projector for like $20, like a really cheap projector to show you, you don't really spend a lot of money. But that's when I bumped into the, oh, I got to put the model number. I do apologize. I forgot to put the model of the projector. The model number of the projector is a PS. I'll put the number down. It's a PS600X. That's the short though for $100. I mean the 235 for $100. But it does do 16:9 and 4.3, but has a 230.1 option. I really forgot to put the link. I do apologize. I'll get that done today. Yeah. Heck, with the way things will be going, I can start my own freaking charity group. That'd be real nice. There's so much I'll be able to do. It'd be awesome. Like I see in some of the urban neighborhoods, no real comic book stores in there. No real comic book stores. Comic book stores basically open up the imagination for a child. It does. I had comic books when I was a kid growing up. And there's none, not one. And any form of the urban neighborhoods, no comic book stores. There should be one in there. Kids should know about all the crazy superheroes that are out there. It'd be pretty cool, and watch them read comic books and stuff like that, instead of basically on game systems all day long. We don't have any stores like that out there. No hobbies with trains and remote control vehicles and all that stuff. They can learn to explore and build things or put things together. That's the kind of stuff I want to invest in, stuff like that. Hmm. A lot to do, people. A lot to do. That'd be cool. We can design a racetrack in the back where they can actually custom and build their own vehicles and stuff like that, have races and stuff with prizes and stuff. You know, when I was coming up, I had the Boy Scouts and the Boys Club. Went camping, all that good stuff. I had to earn my badges and stuff. Kept me out of trouble. Kept me out of a lot of trouble. My main goal was when I came in was to get that blade. I wanted that knife really bad. But then I had to earn it. But as I was going along, it came more about the badges and less about the knife. It was pretty cool. Especially camping. Camping was freaking amazing. I'll tell you one thing, man. In the morning, fantastic. Nighttime is fantastic because you tell ghost stories and all that stuff. But man, when that fire went out, boy, it was dark as I could. It's like a black hole out there. My goodness, it was dark out there. But oh man, that was some good times too. Going fishing and stuff like that. It was fantastic. And you're proud to wear that uniform. Yes, she was. Kept it clean, kept it neat. Boy Scout and Boy Club. Sisters were in the Girl Scouts. Girl Scouts. They got cookies. Oh man, you know when the cookies came in, man, I love Girl Scout cookies so freaking much. I'll go in there and buy like 40, 50 bucks of cookies. I'll keep a couple to myself and I'll pass out the rest of them to my friends. Like, you want some Girl Scout cookies? What you want? They got them at McDonald's right now. They just sell them at McDonald's. Someone's in there selling Girl Scout cookies. I bought as many as I can possibly get. My favorite is Thin Mints. That's my all-time favorite. Let me see. Are we fired up? Where's some remote control? One here. Our screen right here. There we go. In the summer wind. "4K demonstrations."
Getting that from YouTube.
Like something different. We just do the same different. I feel like I'm doing the same video every day sometimes. There we go. We just do this. That'll work. Turn that back to back, really? Seriously? Oh, that's the other one. Sorry about that. Looking for my scissors. I never put stuff up. Let me come outside. Can I come outside? Why would you do that to yourself? Why? I can't my toes check this funny. Let me see, what do we got for the side for the grip? Yeah, well, dude, I did not have to. Like, really, I have bags to these things that never on these things. Oh, where are my grips? Where's my grips? Plants galore. When I don't want them. When I want them, can't find one. 哦，nice. Okay, cool. I'll put these over here for another time. These are done. Get the screen dried, and voila, we are finished. 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let me take my Wi-Fi off for a minute, people. Hold on for a minute. Let's bring it back to the beginning. We had to pull the Wi-Fi off. It was being a little choppy. I can see the movie like moving here, but on here it was choppy. We're going to rewind it back. It's weird on my end, like on the video, it's like it's stuttering. Here it's playing with no problem. That's interesting. I don't know. That's kind of weird. My Wi-Fi is really good. I got boosters in the house on top of that. All right, let me see. Where is the real Wi-Fi? Make sure our colors are nice and bright. This is what, like, we get the business. Get that one customer to think they can get over on you. We had somebody, mind, same test we're doing right now, we're doing every single screen. Every screen we coat, we put it on fully lit environment, 720p projectors, and all this light. But for someone to sit there and send us back an email saying, hey, the screen was too dark, I said, well, here's my address, send it over. We'll check it out. They never sent us pictures, nothing, not a thing. Yep, set right on. Vector. I'm gonna let this run right here. I'm gonna bounce in on the computer and pop into my own live stream. I want to see how this is pulling up. It's choppy there. Over there it's running It's coming up clean, which is should. It's coming up clean, but it's a little choppy sometimes. That's all. Because I had to go log into my own live stream to see exactly what we're getting. But as long as it's coming up, I can see it nice and bright. It just chops up a little bit from time to time. What the freak, man? We pay all this money for freaking high-speed internet and boosters throughout the entire house for this nonsense. Okay, I see it running better now. Skyworth, food demonstration. Let's see if they butchered, they don't butcher, they butcher, and they don't butcher. I got this, so. Oh, that's what I heard. From outside, I'm hearing that from the surround sound speakers. I'm like, what the freak is that noise coming from? I realized I had the system on. Yeah, the image comes up nice and bright. I know, we're choppy. I can see it right here, delaying. But we have to show that side angle, people. Very important. That these screens come up nice and bright. I'll reset my boosters. AK Desired Nature.
Getting that from YouTube.
Our contrast levels are pulling. Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Gray screen. Silver screen. White screen. Red screen first. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Really? Oh, go through all this for blue screen. Seriously. That stays up there a little better. Okey doke. So in this demonstration, we display our technology versus a silver, white, and gray screen. These are the screens you're going to run into. So, just so it doesn't pick up. It will do the same thing every single time, but we have to do an different demonstration. Do you have any idea how many demonstrations I do in a day's time? And I literally have to do this every single time. Green screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
So with all the ambient light we have in the environment, I can show you that basically these screens do not pick up or register or read. Purple screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Can we get a purple screen? Hey, hey, hey! What are you doing? Upstairs, madam. I'll say madam. Upstairs, sir. Purple screen. Slow color change out.
Getting that from YouTube.
Slow color change out. I have no idea what the heck that's all
Getting
about.
that from YouTube.
Slow color change out. I gotta look up some of this stuff that she pulls up. This is gonna go through the colors and show you exactly which screen is pulling the better color. This is why you always see demonstrations with these three screens, always in the dark, because they can't maintain the color. You turn the lights out, it gets worse for them. I don't know why, but it just does. So devices go through the same thing. Just gets worse for them. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Technology pulls a 100% black level. Skyworth food demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now, if you notice that when you're looking at the demonstration, we never claim our technology to be higher than a white level, but demonstration that you're displaying that you're seeing a screen so dark you can't see it, yeah, that's not going to happen. this technology can generate white light. So as you can see, you can make out the objects perfectly clear in the image, but when it comes to color, the other screens won't be able to see it. LG Jazz demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Told you. Doesn't make a difference when you're in the dark. It's not going to pick up. Purple screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now keep in mind you have individuals that are a bit sore losers and they'll sit there and say, well, it's something on its camera. Yeah, that's kind of virtually impossible because unless my special phone, which is a Galaxy Note 10 Plus, has the ability to only hit my screen only and the rest of the screens are not being touched, that is one magical phone. It's kind of like saying the 4,000 lumens that's coming from the projector is only making contact with my screen and not the rest of them. That's virtually impossible. All right, let's move on. Green screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
So this shows you, usually what most people do, and I'll explain to you, before they buy a gray screen paint product, this is what most people will do. They'll get a white screen, it's going to look horrible. It's definitely going to look horrible. Now what they'll do is they'll go to Home Depot, Lowe's, Sherwin-Williams, that'll make a difference, Benjamin Moore, and they'll go out and get themselves a gray screen. After going to a few forum sites, they'll go make their own gray screen. Either they'll get some gray primer or Behr or whatever, but they'll get something that's gray. Then maybe some may experiment and basically go online and probably mix black paint because there's a bunch of demonstrations online showing you how to make free black paint, free gray paint. We do it at the end of the day. We have a website dedicated so you can go and make all the gray screen paint you want, heart's desire. So anyway, that's what they'll do. But then they'll realize that it gives them a little bit of a bump, but they still can't use it in a fully lit environment. pretty much they try to mimic our demonstrations, and it doesn't work out. You have to have our technology to do that, and that's where we get the phone calls or the contacts. Say, look, I tried to use the same kind of lighting you had it in, and it didn't work at all. Period. It washed out. Now, some will do a silver screen, but the problem with the silver screens generate too much white light, and that washes out even faster than the gray screen. But either way, they're not picking up contrast, and they're not picking up color. It's just not coming up for them. Purple screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
I know Tommy me, yeah, it makes common sense. If you want a true black contrast level, you get a black screen. Not a gunmetal, a black screen. That's what's going to give you a 100% black level. But the thing is, too, you spend all that money for a 2 million to 1 or even 20,000 to 1 contrast on your projector to never, ever use it, because why do you need it when the screen's black? It's an option you're just never going to use. You can't use it anyway. Unless you're going to spend, you really can't use it, because you'll never pick up a 100% black level unless you have a black screen. And if you get a black screen, what's the point of you having the contrast? Slow color change out.
Getting that from YouTube.
And then with some people really slow color change out. What some people really don't understand is, in order for you to be able to really utilize that option on your projector, you got to go with a darker screen. Which means if you don't have our technology, you have to lean toward gunmetal technology, and gunmetal is extremely expensive. And you still, at the end of the day, cannot pick up a 100% contrast level. So again, it's a useless item on a projector. Because again, like I said, on a gray, if you get a gray screen, a light gray screen, you're not going to be able to pick up that contrast level. It's not going to register. It's not going to pull it off. The darker the screen, the better chance you have picking up darker shades of gray. The whole purpose of you buying the projector is to pick up a 100% black level, which you will never see on a gray or gunmetal screen. And with our technology, that option on your projector is useless because the screen's black.
What happens when performance meets power?
I'm pretty sure if one of those companies knew what this technology did at the end of the day, that's why we're going offline to get our product out there, get it into the mainstream. Because if they knew this technology existed, they wouldn't bother making a projector with a contrast level that high. What would be the point? When you can get a projector and go out buy a projector that would cost you next to nothing, that would have like 2,000 or 1,000 to 1 contrast. What do you care? Your screen's black. And if the screen couldn't generate enough high enough white level, well then this surface right here would be completely dark and it would be unwatchable. You wouldn't be able to see it. Because the screen wouldn't generate enough high enough white level in order for the colors to pop that high. So we do our slow color change out, and we'll switch over to contrast. This is why these tests are very important. And these videos take a while, but it's very important that you see this. It's very important. Okay. Skyworth food demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
Got it right again. Okay, okie dokie. Nature.
Getting that from YouTube.
Yep, I saw that. Come on. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Playing Thor on stage is the role of a lifetime. But lately, someone's been stealing my book.
Show you screens transfer. Screens are front and rear. That's to transfer the screen. Now you saw that technology in that container. The technology is jet black, but it comes up invisible. And it comes up super clean. So that means the transfer on the side has to be clean. There can't be any freckles, no specks, nothing in there at all, period. No lines, nothing in the screen. When that stuff hit, it dries invisible, clean. That's the height of technology also embedded into it. It allows the screen to pick up a higher white level. So we don't do a lot of lights out demonstrations, so I try to do some of those. Check the dad bird. Check my dance. Check on my dance. I keep tippy toeing. He's creeping. Now this is one's done, the other one's dry, it's sitting next to him, I just already got it. So I'm going to be doing that today. Get that out of the way because I'm not painting that screen again.
So, the other day.
So we'll do the batch number demonstration as we're doing right here. So for that one's going to be a lot of short because we painted both of them at the same time. We just got to paint them. Demonstrations are a little bit longer. My charge it back in here. There we go. At 9% lube. And again, uncalibrated projector, 720p projector, $170 projector. That's what I tell you at the end of the day, spending too much money. You don't need it if you don't need it. That's what I've seen on the images already on 4K projectors. They don't look good. Check out our transfer with the lights on. Mind you, if light can travel through the projector, so can the light from the overhead. So that means the projector can shoot light through the screen. Guess what can shoot light through the screen also too? The overheads, which means they're pushing light right to the screen at the same time. Well, when you see people doing demonstrations on little cookie cutter screens, our cookie cutter screen is 88 inches. That's our cookie cutter screen, and we still find that to be small. So I have to transfer over to a bigger screen because I need to see it on a bigger scale. We do the cookie cutter screens because, again, less light is going to contact from the screen in the environment. My screen's upstairs is 150. It can't escape any light up there. And the one that's 127 inch sits in a bay of windows. That doesn't escape light either. Screens down here, no, they don't escape jack down here at all at the end of the day. And then our outside screen is a whopping 250 inches. That's not escaping jack. Dedicated theater room, 135. We can turn the lights on there. Both screens, 235.1 and 135. They both pull up. I gotta start putting my projectors back in the gaming room. I'm figuring out which ones I'm gonna put back in there. I think I'll use the Sony Ultra Short. I haven't used that one in a while. So I'm gonna hook up my Sony Ultra Short. My long throw, I need a long throw in there, so I'm definitely go to Sony. But I'd rather have smaller projectors in there, to tell you the truth. At the end of the day, I do want smaller projectors in there. So I'm thinking about going online and get me a projector for like 20 or 30 bucks. Because I like having an Optimum in there. Optimum was nice. It's small. It doesn't take up a lot of space. It's perfect. But that's Taco's projector. Actually, I need another one of those. Oh, I saw one for $34. I can get another one of those. Okie dokie. Okay. Let's finish it up here. We're done. So that's basically about it. Got a chance to spray our new contract screen. Got a screen done. He's getting he wants 48 ounces of the gamer paint so he can test it out, see what he likes, and yeah. Oh man, I haven't had breakfast yet either. No breakfast, nothing. I usually eat in the morning anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. We don't eat in the morning. All right, we're done here. The batch number is attached to the screen already. We got to come back in. We still have the 100-inch. Tested on that yesterday, but we're going to do it again. And we're going to basically, for the batch number, will be for the day. All right, keep in mind that all screens that are basically processed here have batch numbers on them. So you can always go back to the video and check your screen. Or you can basically, we can send it to you before your screen gets there and you can see how it turned out. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Thank you for your time. And of course, our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ would always blessing us with amazing technology. Gotta go. Thank you all, and God bless.